Right guys, it's Sweaty Bros here and I am Anthony and I am the newest member to the clan. Good to be here and I hope to be bringing you videos as much as I can. Now today I am also joined by one of the fellow Sweaty brothers. It is Ben Anderson. How you doing?
Alright guys, how you doing?
And today we are starting a new series just as the transfer window is starting very soon, uh, called Transfer Thursday. So hopefully every Thursday or around about that we're going to hopefully bring out a video relating to the latest transfer stories, whether it's been a done deal or a rumour or anything. So let's get down to it anyway. There's been quite a few rumours so far, quite a few exciting ones. So our main headline for this Transfer Thursday is Darren Bent, and he has been linked with Fulham and the new Premier League boys who just won the playoff in the weekend, Crystal Palace. And but the rumours are saying he will only join Fulham if Dimitar Berbatov was to leave the club. But I don't know if Fulham are going to be keen to do that. What's your thoughts on that, Ben?
I think he's more chance of moving to Palace because they're coming up with Fulham. Palace have a chance to go further than Fulham, but Fulham are kind of at a standstill. They've been at a standstill last season or something. They haven't really went up or went down, have they, aren't they?
Well, I suppose, but I don't really know if Crystal Palace are going to last that long. Because, in my opinion, I don't think they've got a team suitable enough for the Premier League. And Ian Holloway will have a lot of work to do to fix his team and build his team to be good to play tough Premier League opponents like Man United, Man City, Chelsea, etc. He's going to have to build good teams. And Darren Bent would be an ideal striker for him. So if he gets him up, that will be a superb deal for him, I think.
That would be a good deal for Palace.
Yep, definitely. So let's move on to our next few players. We've got three players here. It's Asmir Begovic, Ashley Williams and Julio Cesar. So we first start off with Asmir Begovic, and he has been linked from a move away from the Potters Stoke to Anfield in Liverpool, where he could potentially take over Pepe Reina if he ends up going to Barcelona. Now I think Begovic has been a good keeper this season, and do you think he'll be able to fill Reina's boots, Ben?
He should be in Phil Reina's boots, so if anything's to go by, he got team of the season this year.
Yep.
FIFA, so he's obviously done something good in Stoke.
He's done really well for Stoke this year, actually. Probably a lot of folk wrote him off, but I do know also, I think Manchester United are also after him, but I don't really know if they need him because De Gea is quite a good goalie.
Is a phenomenal keeper,
But with the kind of risky rumours that Pepe Reina might be going over to Barcelona, I think Begovic would be an ideal replacement for the Reds. And then next we have Swansea's defensive rock and captain at the moment, Ashley Williams, and he has been linked to the London Giants Arsenal in a bid to hopefully bolster their defence. So I think, how do you think he would fit in the Arsenal squad, Ben?
What I'm thinking is he'd fit really, really well in Arsenal, but it's what he's leaving behind in Sunderland. No, Swansea. Because they've got quite a strong defence. He's probably the strongest defender they've got.
Yep.
So if he leaves, Swansea need to buy a new defender.
So that could potentially leave Swansea down a hole. So I don't know if Michael Laudrup's going to be very keen on letting his defensive rock really go. But I think they will get a good amount of money for him, and I think they might be able to get somebody hopefully to fill his boots. But I think they'll be quite risky on letting him go because he has done a good job for them. So now we move on to Julio Cesar. Now, a few years back, he was known as one of the best keepers on the planet, and signed for QPR, and QPR have just been absolutely rotten this season and do deserve to be relegated, in my opinion. But now he'll be wanting to get away, as he probably won't be wanting to play second tier English football. He'll want to be in the Premier League. So he has also been rumoured to want to go to the Gunners Arsenal and hopefully to become their top goalie in the goal sticks. Do you think he would be number one, Ben, or do you think Chesney will still keep his place?
Well, me thing here, Chesney would be up front.
Oh.
No, I think he would be a really good to fill. Chesney is alright. I wouldn't say he's the best. I would say he's the worst. Almunia was considerably better than Chesney is, but Julio Cesar is a phenomenal keeper. So I think he should be in a Premier League club, not second tier English football.
Like, the thing about Almunia, I think, is he was good at one point, but then he kind of had dropped his class a bit, and I think he is doing really well at Watford just now as well, so hopefully he won't be lured away from Watford, because he's been quite good for them this season. But anyway, let's move on to our final three, I think. No, in fact, no, I tell a lie, actually. I've still got a few more to go. But anyway, this time we're going to be talking about Adam Le Fondre, Edin Dzeko and Scott Sinclair. So we'll start off with Le Fondre, who has been branded as one of Reading's super subs this season, although they ended up getting relegated. But anyway, he's been rumoured to follow his old gaffer Brian McDermott to Leeds United. So I think that would be quite a decent signing actually for Leeds. What do you think, Kevin?
It's a better move than staying at Reading, because if you're not getting first team football, what's the point in staying?
Yeah, and
So at Leeds, they'll get more first team football, and they've got a better chance of going up next year, I think, rather than Reading.
And he is quite a decent player, isn't he? What do you think of him?
He's scored some goals that were really needed at the time that he scored them.
Yep.
So he's a good player, yeah.
And another one we're moving along now is to quite an unsettled Manchester City striker Edin Dzeko, and he's been linked to the European champions Bayern Munich, hopefully in a bid to strengthen the already strong attack line. But the question I'm wondering is, Dzeko, I'm not saying he's a bad striker or anything, but do Bayern need him?
It depends really. I've heard a couple of rumours that Gomez might be moving out. So if Gomez moves out, they need somebody to fill Gomez's boots. And I think Dzeko is the one.
Yeah, but when you think about it, you've got Mandzukic and Pizarro. But how do you think Dzeko would fit in with the two strikers? Because they seem to be the two stars now, and Gomez hasn't been getting much of a start, so it's likely that he'll be moving away. But how do you think he'll fit in between Mandzukic?
Mandzukic and Pizarro are good strikers all in all, but I think based on like consistency and stuff like that, I'd probably rather have Dzeko than Mandzukic or Pizarro. But that's just my opinion, and we don't know what Pep Guardiola's having in his head.
Yeah, well, that would be a very strong attacking line: Dzeko, Pizarro, and Mandzukic. Maybe quite underrated, I would say, but I would say pretty lethal. But anyway, move along now to a very unsettled Manchester City winger, Scott Sinclair. He did superb at Swansea and made a big move to Manchester City, but has hardly got any playing time, and I think he might be wanting to get out soon. And Southampton have been rumoured to possibly sign him. I think that would be a really good move for him, because he's just getting no first team football at all. What do you think, Kevin?
I think it's a better move than staying at Manchester City, because Manchester City have got, I'm not saying anything, but they're better players than Scott Sinclair. Scott Sinclair is a good player, but like David Silva, Nazari, these players are going to get in before Scott Sinclair will.
Yeah. So I think it would be a good idea if he ends up going to Southampton. That would be good for him. So now I think it is our final three players that we're going to talk about in this episode, and that's going to be Alex Baptiste, Jermaine Beckford, and Christian Eriksen. I've noticed I've spelled Christian Eriksen's name wrong, so pardon me for the spelling. But we'll start off with Baptiste, and he has been speculated to move to Derby County from Blackpool to hopefully maybe help Derby get back in the Premier League. What do you think? Do you think Baptiste will be able to do a good job?
Baptiste, I think he would be able to do a good job, but I've heard that Derby aren't the only ones looking for him. Supposedly Nottingham Forest are looking to pick him up as well, so it could be a battle between these two, and I think Nottingham Forest have more money, so they might be able to afford him, but it depends if he wants to move to either of them. He might still stay at Blackpool, you never know.
Yeah, it's a tough choice for him if he ends up moving. Two good clubs there, definitely. But now we move on to a striker that I've quite admired for quite a while, but I think his form has dropped over the years. It's Jermaine Beckford, and he has been linked to a possible move to who will be hoping to be promotion contenders Bolton from Leicester for a possible sum of £1 million. The £1 million, Ben, do you think that's a lot for Beckford, or do you think it's quite a bargain? Or do you think
I
that's the
think
right
it's quite
price?
a bargain for Beckford, considering he's a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
I've played him on FIFA a couple of times, I don't know about you, but
Yeah.
he's moving and he's quite good pace.
Ah.
So yeah, he'd be quite a cheap player.
Yeah.
Sure there'd be other teams, if he's going for that much, that they want to pick him up.
That's I think he's quite a very unsettled player. He's quite, I don't know what the word is, nomadic, but he keeps on I think that's what it means. But he keeps on moving about the place. I mean, he's not been staying at clubs for long recently. I mean, he's had spells at Everton, Huddersfield, and Leicester recently, and now he could be going to Bolton. So he's been quite a traveller. So he hasn't really been staying at a club for a while long term.
We should stay at a team long term, try and get it up a bit more.
Yeah.
Try and get his level and his form up.
And now for our final player we're going to talk about today is Christian Eriksen, probably Denmark's best player in the just now. But he's been linked to many clubs around Europe. But I think the two main contenders will probably be Liverpool and the Champions League runners-up Borussia Dortmund. Now I heard a rumour recently that the deal's done between him and Dortmund, but I don't know if that's right now. If you were Eriksen, Ben, where would you move to?
Well, it depends on my family as well, whether they'd want to go to Germany or they want to go to England. But if it was just me, if I was Christian Eriksen, probably I'd rather go to Dortmund as runners up the Champions League.
Yep.
There's a lot riding for Dortmund.
Yep, definitely.
What do you think?
Either way, I think it's going to be a good move from if it is Liverpool or Dortmund. He will certainly strengthen the Liverpool side. Brendan Rodgers has made some good signings, but he will certainly help out there as well. And Dortmund, I think he might fit in there nicely as well, but it's just, I think he would be a good replacement for Götze, definitely. He would fit in his position pretty well, I would say. So for any of the teams, it would be a good signing. Okay guys, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Transfer Thursday, and if you did, please give us a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching from me, Anthony, and Ben.
Sure, guys.
But if you enjoyed this, as I said, just give us a like and subscribe. It does really help us a lot and determines us to keep this series up and running. So thanks for watching, and I hope you come back and watch some more videos on Sweaty Bros.